He knows New Bedford streets because he drives New Bedford streets. Brian the cab driver. This is Brian's Beat on 1420 WBSM, New Bedford's news talk station.
Welcome back to Brian's Beat. I have three potential ballot questions on the table, plus an incident, an occurrence, let's call it an occurrence, yesterday on Kings Highway. Love to hear what you have to say. Hello.
Hi, Brian.
Hi, Brian.
Are you really wondering and asking us what we should do about that texter?
What you would do.
She broke the law.
What would you do? That I'm asking.
Obviously, you called the cops yesterday.
Okay.
There's no doubt about that. Just because traffic was backed up, that doesn't mean that she would stop if the traffic went. I don't think there's a loophole in the law that suggests that in the beginning.
You know, I don't know. And that's why I posed that part of the question.
I'd report her in a half a second.
Half a second. That's pretty quick.
Absolutely.
Good for you.
Yep.
All right.
Thanks, Brian.
Thank you much. I appreciate it. 508-996-0500 to get on Brian's Beat today. It's a Friday. Hello.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, I would have done it already.
You would have done what already?
Call the police.
Call the cops.
Emergency number, give her the description of the car, the license number, and say, she's texting. And let them do what they're going to do.
What do you think they would do?
I don't know. I think they might have possibly said, be on the lookout. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure, again, knowing enough about the law.
Right.
I'm not sure if the police can actually look at her phone.
It becomes an emergency when she rear-ends somebody or runs over somebody.
Yeah, and that's what we don't want.
No, we don't want that. And these people are so inane and so self-centered that they don't care what anybody else thinks.
It's one thing to say, she could have said, I'm sorry if she was sorry. Obviously, she wasn't. But to flip me the bird, really? Come on.
Twice.
Yes, twice.
Well, the first thing I would have done was flipped her two birds, one for each time.
I could do that, but aren't I sinking myself down to a particular level?
Down to her level.
Yeah.
Right. But the second thing I would have done, I would have showed her the radio microphone and said, police, and just proceeded to call the dispatcher and have them do it.
Good thought. In fact, that's something I think I'll bring up at our next meeting.
I was in the Stop and Shop in Fairhaven.
Yes.
And I'm standing there in the aisle waiting to go out. And this woman comes in the door, texting, pushing a carriage. And she's not paying attention to where she's going. Of course not. And just before she hits me, she looks up and swerves. And as she went by, I said, good thing.
I'll tell you what, man, you bring up an interesting point. Thanks for your call. I do appreciate it. 508-996-0500. I go to restaurants every once in a while because I like to eat every once in a while. And you can see two people, two men, two women, a couple. And while they're ordering or prior to ordering, what do you think they're doing? They're on their cell phones. The only time that cell phone seems to go down, and it's still face up, and it's still, so they could read anything that comes through, is when they're eating. Whatever happened to the art of conversation? Hello.
Hi. I would probably do what you did. Let her see you copying down her license plate number. But I think as far as reporting it to the police, it's just your word against hers, unless you have witnesses who will corroborate and, come to your defense. I don't think you have a chance to do.
Yeah, I don't know what my chance is. I'm not. I don't think I can press a charge. Maybe I can. And certainly I'm not pressing a charge because she gave me the finger.
Yeah, but again, it's your word against hers. I agree with you, but I think as far as the law, it's your word against hers.
Yeah, it sounds like a he said, she said. Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately. Okay.
All right. Thank you for your call and comments.
Yep.
508-996-0500. I do have the email open. It's Brian's Beat at WBSM.com. Brian's Beat, BRIANSBEAT at WBSM.com.
You might not like the way he thinks,
We all can agree with that?
but you're listening, aren't you? Brian the Cab Driver on New Bedford's News Talk Station, 1420 WBSM.